Oh my gosh, we need an Untucked for this whole review show. The chaos behind the scenes.
I won 8 shots yesterday in drag trivia, but I knew 14 questions and she cut me off. Can you believe that?
How many shots did you get?
I did 8.
Oh wow, bitch, go off.
I knew every single question. They were so easy. Huh?
After 3 bottles, I'll be ready to put.
Okay.
Enough about your sob story, Lawrence. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and thank you for tuning into another episode of
Rupaul's What sob story?
Review show. I am in the middle of my intro. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rupaul's Drag Race Season 15 Review Show. We are in the home stretch. It is episode 14. My name is Derek. Miss Amores, would you like to see my cuckoo? Please help me welcome my distinguished panel of... He spends his time pedaling through sperm banks and looking through catalogs. It's Lawrence. How are you?
I'm in the mood for a medium-sized pizza.
So you can have a kid.
Okay. For everyone involved.
Oh my God. And you know, my first impression of Boots is, straight up video hoe. It's Eric DeMonte.
Our legendary hip hop trash.
Thank you. I'm here. Oh,
y'all are on one today. Okay, I see what kind of show this is gonna be.
Period. That mustache, that delicious is has to go.
Mind you, her hair looked like straw in that confession. I'm like, girl, you should not be reading anyone.
Yeah.
But Delicious's mom's hair was wild. I'm like, were those really the times, or was she just from Detroit? Like, because I'm like, this is nuts.
Not a diva.
Oh my goodness gracious, y'all are hell.
Okay, so season 15, episode 14. We are here. We are finally here. Home stretch. So, opening up the show. Following Lucy Laduka'S elimination, such a sad elimination. After Lucy Laduka'S elimination, the queens return to the workroom to read her lipstick message. They talk about Lucy's strategy when she was assigning the teachers. You also get a little glimpse of that in Untucked. And Lux Noir London is happy she sent Lucy home. Did Lux own that lip sync and sent Lucy packing?
Yes.
Technically, maybe. The queens congratulate Anitra for winning last week's mini maxi challenge, and the queens celebrate making it to the top 4. The next day, RuPaul hellos his way into the workroom and reveals that the next maxi challenge is the last challenge of the season, and the queens will have to write and perform their lyrics and choreography to RuPaul's music video for Blame It on the Edit. Do you guys like the song? Have you guys heard the song?
This was the first time I sat and listened to it. Star Baby would have been a much better choice.
Yes, I agree.
Justice for Star Baby. Like, justice. They really wasted that this season. But, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It just, I'm not going to, listen to it on my own. It's not Catwalk.
Yeah. It's not Jiggle by Yara Sophia either.
Yeah, sure.
Jiggle. Lawrence, what about you?
I don't know either one of the songs that you're talking about. So
You haven't listened to Star Baby?
No. You guys mention it every week, and I don't know what song that is.
Lawrence from RuPaul.
How does it go?
Do you expect me to sing Cold?
Because you're a star, baby.
I don't think I'm going to subscribe to that song.
It's so good. I'm sending it.
It's cute. And you know what? I thought it would either be the promo song for the season, or it would be their runway song, or they will at least give it a chance in the top 4 music video. Because Star Baby does have an open verse.
The whole song is an open verse.
And we love.
With a hook. It's so good, Lauren. I don't know what to say.
I love it. And then he says that the queens will also have an intimate tic-tac chit-chat with RuPaul and Michelle Visage. We love these. We love these. RuPaul then reveals that only 3 queens will make it to the grand finale. Early predictions in the episode.
No one's going home?
That's what you thought in the beginning of the episode, when the beginning first. Yeah.
Because, like, let's be serious. Don't play in any of these girls' faces. Like, I really do want to say at the top of this, I want to commend all 4. Like, it was slow to burn this season, but those girls, like, they show improved. Like, they did their shit. So, I really have to give it up to season 15, because I feel like we was talking a little bit of shit on the show, mostly Lawrence. But, you know, they ate, you know, in hindsight, they really did what they needed to do. They made the best out of a questionable start to a season.
Remember that? Okay, I learned that we might probably should slow down on the cussing on the show by episode 14. It was a pretty crappy, like, remember the first episode when they all met out of drag, both groups? I thought that was so crappy.
I don't even remember. It was so many episodes ago.
14 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm like,
Anyway, moving along, they sashay their ways back into the workroom for some workroom prep. The queens begin working on their verses, drafting them. Lux has a lot of experience writing verses for songs. I've actually looked her up on Apple Music. She actually has a couple of EPs. She says that she's excited to be a video vixen and show her strength. She's so excited. She takes a nap on the couch. What season was that when we saw a queen? It was like too confident and then went home.
Oh, wait, no. Not Tyra Sanchez. I don't know.
Who was it? It was somebody that went. I feel like it might have been last season.
They took a nap?
Or they was just chilling because, I got this. And they ended up in the bottom.
Aiden Zane, maybe?
Probably.
I don't know if she was asleep.
Yes.
The balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the only one I can think of.
Lawrence, any thoughts on the workroom prep?
No.
Good. They launched their way into the TikTok lunch. Up first, we have Sasha Kobe. She talks about her drag career, her inner saboteur of winning early on in the season, her needs of wanting acceptance from her mother, and she's come to terms that will never happen. And she reveals that her father committed suicide by hanging himself at 80 years old. Did this story pulling your heartstrings a little bit? How did you guys feel about Sasha Kobe's Tic Tac lunch?
Lauren, you go first.
It was pretty sad. Like when she said that her dad hanged himself, I always get like really like sad whenever I hear that somebody chooses to end their life that way, because it just feels like there's so much history behind something, like doing something like that. Like there's preparation that's like behind. It's not like just like a right, like you have to like gather materials and stuff and like actually commit to it. Like there's no going back from that. Yeah. So I'm just like, at 80 years old, to have been dealing with whatever was plaguing you mentally and you just literally couldn't take it anymore. Like I felt sorry for her. And then like her last living parent, her mom, she's just like, she just has never accepted me. And it's so interesting too, because I'm just like, your daughter is Sasha Kobe. Like, why would you not embrace that? Like, I'd be showing that off to everyone. To me, it's almost like the equivalent of like Tina Knowles like not approving Beyonce. I'm like, why? Why not? Like, it's just so strange. I feel sorry for her.
Sasha is going to win this season, as I've said every episode prior to this. Because she's so deserving of it. Like, she's phenomenal. And this lunch made me love her even more. And I agree with everything Lauren said. And I'm just like, she's so kind and she's so sweet and you can feel it. It's very genuine. It's very evolved. Like, I am who I am, and whatever you choose to do or however you exist has no impact on my life. And she stands so strong in that. So I love Sasha. Like, I felt so bad, but I love her so much more.
Yeah. I really felt like this Tic Tac lunch was kind of, it went up and down, you know, like just hearing this and seeing this side of Sasha Kobe. And I know they say this later on in the episode, but she seems like such a sweet lady, so kind, and just getting this backstory from her and her upbringing and her parents just made me look at her just in a different light. There's someone who's just, she said drag saved her life, like like this was her love letter to drag, right? Mm-hmm. And I can kind of see why now. So I appreciated that history in that context, and her Tic Tac lunch. It's really heartfelt, and she didn't have to share that with us, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That perfect example of what the Tic Tac lunch is for, right? Of course, she's already established herself in her drag career, but that was really nice to see. Up next, we have Anitra, who reveals she grew up Mormon. Michelle says that Anitra's lip sync against Marsha became her new favorite of all time. And Anitra talks about voguing and learning how to duck walk. Different tone from, you know, Sasha's Tic Tac lunch. But what did you guys think? Did it give winner teas or
no? This edit, no. Mm-hmm. But I love Anitra as well. She's grown on me like greatly. I agree with Michelle. Like, it's not my favorite, maybe like top 5, but like that lip sync was everything. And I really want people to also give Marsha credit too, because she made the lip sync that much better, because it's not just Anitra annihilating her, it's Marsha meeting her in the middle. And I'm like, the two of them made that iconic. So, but yeah, it was definitely a lighter tone, and that's why I say she probably won't win. The edit didn't give this is a winner story. But then again, we've also gotten so much like hard stories from Anitra throughout the season that bringing it up again may have came across redundant. So maybe that too. I don't know.
Lawrence, what about you?
It definitely wasn't like a winner's edit for me. I think Michelle was just very manipulative. Like, to say that that's like her favorite of all time. She did the same thing in All-Star 7 in the penultimate episode when it was the talent show, and right before RuPaul was just like, bring back my girls, she actually said that Shay's performance was her favorite of the night. And they do stuff like that on purpose, like on purpose, right? Like RuPaul saying that Anitra was born to do drag. Meanwhile, Anitra's not like funny. She's not like, it doesn't really take much like drag to like actually be Anitra. So I just thought that was like very strange. And then Michelle saying that was like her favorite of all time. I don't know. Like, I can see why maybe she thinks that, and that's her opinion. Like, she's completely entitled to that. But if it was honestly like that strong, like up there, then why wasn't it a double save? Like, these are the questions that like I have. Like, why didn't you just save the both of them? If Marsha placed high the entire competition, that was her first time in the bottom, why not save it and then actually have her like in the Rusical the next week? I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's not Anitra's fault though. I mean, Anitra, she's been the least consistent to me throughout the duration of the competition, but girl can perform her ass off. I mean, like, apparently, like she's definitely the best performer to me there. Very, very high energy. But she still just kind of comes across very sad to me. And I don't want my winner to be sad, so I'm not voting for Anitra.
I think before you go, Derek, like I wouldn't say Marsha placed high. She was safe the whole time. She wasn't even being seen by the judges for majority of the season. But I also think like it's not on Michelle to like double Shantae it. So and maybe it surpassed what she saw at All-Star 7. Just playing devil's advocate. I don't know any of this to be fact, except for the Marsha thing. Definitely was not high all season. We love Marsha, but a fact is a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did hear RuPaul say that towards the end of the show that he made a promise to himself to not, to send a girl home every week. So, and I do think it was Marsha's time to go. I mean, like she was just there. She was fine. She was just fine, and I don't even care that she missed out on the Rusical. But anyway, Anitra is a star. And I didn't get winner's edit myself. I honestly didn't when the Tic Tac lunch happened for Anitra. She seems like a girl of not too many words. I don't know about sad, but she seems like a girl of not too many words. Maybe that's that growing up Mormon. And I think she kind of talks about it a little bit a couple episodes ago, either in Untucked or on the actual show. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. Her Tic Tac lunch was fine. It wasn't anything spectacular. I feel like of all of the queens, Sasha had the winner's edit in the TikTok video, Tic Tac lunch. So, but still rooting for my girl. Let's see. Oh, and I think I don't know the lip syncs. Honestly, with RuPaul Drag Race, I'm honestly not that crazy about the lip syncs. Do you guys literally care about the lip syncs? Like, is that like something that if they took lip sync out of the contest, would you guys watch? I don't really care. So I can't really say this is my favorite one, but it was definitely one of the best that I've seen.
Yeah, I think the lip syncing will have to be there. Just because like there's potential for so many great moments. Like so many iconic moments in Drag Race have happened due to the lip syncing. So for me it's an essential. Song choices are always questionable. Not always questionable. Sometimes they really knock it out the park, but other times I'm like, girl, what is this? And the queens just work with what they have. But yeah, I would not like it as much if they took that out.
Yeah. What about you, Lawrence? Is it a big factor for you, the lip syncs?
Yeah, it is. Lip syncing is an integral part of drag just in general, even outside of the show, especially outside of the show, right? Like that's how most drag queens make their money, right? Like if you're not touring or you're not like you're actually performing, you're performing other people's songs, and now they're, thank God, getting like, a lot more exposure through the show and like getting opportunities to actually showcase other talents like singing, rapping, whatever it is, so that they can actually lip sync to their own songs and actually reinvest in themselves, so to speak. So I'm very happy about that. And it's also one of the ways in which like a drag queen, like let's say like Anitra, right? Like that's where she shines the most, is lip syncing and performing and doing that aspect of it. You'd essentially be cutting her drag like in half or the majority of it if there's no lip syncing or there's no lip sync. Not to say she would be like in the bottom, but you know what I mean? Like that's where she thrives.
Yeah, thrives. Yeah, the most. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'm a challenges, haha, kiki, and fashion type of Drag Race watcher. I'll say that. Oh, looks like we lost Eric, and he'll be back in, I'm sure. Let's move on to Mistress Isabelle Brooks. So Mistress, in her Tic Tac lunch, talks about wanting to be the queen who speaks her mind and not the person who dwells on things on repeat in her mind. She talks about her tension with Lucy and the problems with her family. RuPaul calls Lucy, RuPaul then proceeds to say that Lucy is an undercover cunt that does crystal meth in the bathroom all night long, bitch.
Wait, give me that last one.
And she says she wants to make her drag mother proud. Did you guys catch the shade toward Lucy? Lucy is back in Connecticut. Okay, they are dragging Lucy like a week later. Okay, RuPaul says, yeah, she's an undercover cunt. Literally. She talked about Marsha behind her back. She talked about Lucy behind her back. RuPaul is just wilding. What do you guys think of Mistress's intimate Tic Tac lunch?
To speak on the whole Lucy thing, and like, do you think she was really like a bitch behind the scenes or something? Because I'm like, when you really think about it, the collective harassment of Lucy Laduca is kind of sad. At first, I was like, I was with the shits because she was getting on my nerves, but then after a while, I was like, this is a lot, and it's coming from all angles. It seems like production, the queens, Rue. Like, I'm like, that's a lot for one person, and then the whole fandom on top of it. So, like, was she really just like this nasty, rotted cunt, or is this just like a joke that needs to end? It's giving Little Mama like MTV Awards. Like, we will not let her like live down. Like, Lucy's the drag of the season. I don't know, Lawrence. What do you think?
I don't watch Untucked, so I don't know like all of like the elaborate explanation that goes on with like the stuff that we see on the show. But what I will say is that Mistress has been regarded as being kind of like the bitch or the person that speaks her mind according to her and calls people out and like blah 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 blah. In my opinion, after a while, it just kind of came off like bullying, right? Like Lucy is soft spoken, even though she might be a see you next Tuesday or whatever. The tone of her voice is not one that's exactly threatening, right? Now, when wins are being handed out undeservedly, does she speak her mind then? That's the question. Because if you're really about it, then be about it.
Well, that would look like she's hating on her sisters, right?
No, that would be her I'll put that in air quotes. Speaking her mind.
Maybe she doesn't disagree.
It seems like Lucy disagreed a lot.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Mistress, right?
I'm talking about Mistress.
Yeah, like, sorry.
I'm saying Mistress like should be like doing that like with everyone, but it only seems like she's gonna be doing that with Lucy, who's not gonna put up like much of a fight. Mm-hmm. Are you doing this with Sasha? Are you doing this with Lux? Are you doing this with like other queens that will give you what you're asking for?
So it's giving Laduka'S tease. Laduka'S versus Jinx tease type of bullying, or no?
It's giving Roxy Andrews versus Jinx tease. I don't think Alaska cared about any of the other toxes.
If I go home to you, go ahead.
And detox. Yeah, that was gross. Like, and then Jinx was like, "It's monsoon season." Like, girl, go. You lost twice. Like, girl, go. Get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, Mistress. I'm good on Mistress. Bye.
I realized I didn't even speak on Mistress in my quest for understanding Lucy's edit. I love Mistress. Like, I think she is a gem. I think she has been refreshing this season. I really hope that the fandom doesn't turn on her completely once this is all said and done. I think what she does is very special. I love how raw and authentic she was. There were points where I was like, ooh, this is a little cringe. But for the most part, I felt like Mistress was a necessity this season. Mm-hmm. So I'm a fan consistently. Very impressed with her caliber of drag and just, yeah, I heavily love Mistress.
Yeah, I second that. So I have been a Mistress fan since episode 1. You can rewind the review shows. I've been saying Mistress is doing drag. Now that is a queen who was born to do drag. Like you said, Eric, she is a necessity, and she's been bringing the drama. She's been bringing the entertainment. I'm a little fatigued with the era stuff, the era bit, but in her Tic Tac lunch, I don't know. I wish she would have steered clear from Lucy, talking about Lucy, because Lucy's not in the competition anymore, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah. But she could have stayed true to who she was and, who she is, and spoke about what's been going on in the competition, about her speaking her mind when she felt like she needed to, or because that's just her character. And then Rupaul dropped some gems this episode. Did say later, it's like you're shady a little bit, or no, actually in this Tic Tac lunch, you're shady, but you kind of give like a wink and a nudge. And that's what we love about drag queens. I feel like they'll read you the house down boots, but it's like, it's all good, boo. I really like that about Mistress. She gives me that. I would go to Houston and see her any day.
Absolutely.
Any day. I would want to literally flock to her in the club or in the bar.
Wait, was it a wink and a nudge when she called Lucy Laduca fake? Or that she's putting on, was that wink and a nudge?
Did she call her fake?
What
Yeah,
did she call her? She called her
had
inauthentic or fake, some shit like that. And Lucy went off.
But she also stood on that. Like, even in this Tic Tac lunch, she stood on that idea that Lucy was one way off camera and was on another. And that's why I'm just like, there must be so much more that we're just not seeing. Yeah. And I'm like, if you're willing to bring this up again to Ru. Now, mind you, Ru is coming from a perspective of what he knows is happening. He doesn't know that, like, Mistress called her fake or inauthentic, unless that happened in front of him, which I don't think it did. So right now, it may give wink nudge. He might see some stuff back and be like, then, you know, Ru doesn't really speak on stuff like that anyway. So I don't know. I don't know if we have the full story.
I feel like Mistress is also a human being and can make her assessment on what she sees or character flaws or whatever. I think that she saw that, you know, you can kiki, wink and nudge all you want to, but at the end of the day, you're looking at somebody that you're around for however many weeks or months even, and be like, I don't really fuck with her. I see what she be doing when the camera's not rolling. I heard her talk a lot about off the show and interviews, talk about, like, you know, when the cameras aren't rolling, you know, Lucy does this, but I say it on camera because I don't give a fuck, you know. So I don't know. See, and this is why I didn't want her to bring up Lucy, because this is not about Lucy. This is about Mistress. Phenomenal queen. Oh, one last thing. Michelle Visage said straight out the gate, "You're known to speak your mind." How do you know? It just seems like production briefs them on the queens, how the queens are, like, behind the scenes. Because how would Michelle Visage know what Mistress is like towards the queens?
They probably go home and watch the unedited raw footage. I mean, what else is... I'm not being rude, but what else is Michelle Visage doing? I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure she does.
You said what, Derek?
She has a husband and kids. Bitch, I have a book out.
She has a book out too. I doubt they watch Raw.
I was quoting Royce when Evelyn was like, "What do you do? You're a bum. You're a boy, bitch. I have a book out." No, I'm joking. Okay, never mind.
Oh my God. Oh, Royce. She's still splitting somewhere.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Lastly, for the Tic Tac lunch, we have Lux, who states that she pre-planned all her outfits to win over Rupaul and wanted to make every outfit a fashion moment. Indeed. Lux also says that she went to Cicely Tyson High School and Rupaul loses his shite. Cicely Tyson High School? Really? Literally. Starting now. Cicely Tyson. No, you guys didn't see that movie. All right. What did you guys think about Lux'S Tic Tac lunch? Eric, let's start with you.
That was excellent. This whole lead-in, excellent. I thought it was great. I love Lux. I love that Lux is so supported. It comes across. Also not a winner edit, but I love Lux so much. Like, she's my future All-Stars winner.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Because Sasha's going to win this season. It's done. I've been saying this. She's going to win this season. But, like, Lux is, in my opinion, I guess the next best thing. Because if this is what she gives now, by the time she pops up on All-Stars, it's done. It's done.
Yeah. She's had some of the best looks this season.
She has. She's had some of my, like, favorite looks ever. That, like, zebra print situation she made will forever be one of the greatest looks made on Drag Race. Like,
wow.
That look was spectacular.
How dare you disrespect Akira's blue cup dress?
Blue cup?
Season 6 of All Stars. She made a dress out of blue plastic cups.
Oh my God. You're not dead ass. Okay. Because I was like trying to think. I'm like, you mean Trinity? No.
That was fierce.
Derek, please.
That was fierce. Okay. I'll just speak on Lux really quickly and say that not a winner's edit, not that it has to be, but I just love, RuPaul said something like these kids will look at you and see that they also can be you. And it's so true. We talked about on this show often Lux'S Confidence, and I know they talk about it a lot themselves. Lux talks about it a lot, but I just wish and want Lux'S Confidence for all the young kids out there. Literally, they will go far. So it's just, and then talking about his parents and just Lux'S parents and how he was kind of conditioned. And I'm sorry, I hope I'm using the correct pronouns. They were conditioned growing up to really just be strong and confident and believe in who they are and what they bring to the table. And I really just love that. And like Paul said, Lux is very lucky, and I agree. I'm blessed. So that was really nice to see. And I'm just so proud of Lux. She is a phenomenal queen. Phenomenal. And a strong queen. Lawrence, your thoughts on Lux's Tic Tac Lunch?
Lux is definitely my winner for the season, and this Tic Tac Lunch actually really solidified that for me. Here's this young queen born in 1999, by the way.
Wow.
Right. Doing this level of drag for not that many years and just being the best that she can possibly be, unwavering confidence. Things like that have to be instilled, and it's really hard to teach someone something like that, especially growing up in the world that like we grow up in all the time, right? This Black, feminine, gay boy, to have both of her parents present and just like, you are everything, don't let anyone tell you differently, and to see it manifest on the show is like literally so powerful. What's awful is like reading like a lot of comments about like she needs to humble herself, or she's like too arrogant, or she's like too this, she's too that. And I'm like, what's the alternative? Is she supposed to go on the show and be like, thank you, RuPaul, thank you? She paid homage to RuPaul. She's been paying homage to a lot of like queens prior to, and the looks that they've also been inspired by. She's never passed anything off as like, okay, this is just all Lux and like whatever. Like, she's actually doing the damn thing. And to be that good doing the damn thing, I don't know why that's a bad thing. Now, Aquaria, who won season 10, was young like Lux when she won. She killed the competition, no doubt about it. But Aquaria was also overly confident and edited that very way. But no one said anything about that. And so now I'm like thinking like, what's the difference between the both of them? I know one obvious difference between the both of them. And things like that hurt my heart because I'm just like, I hope that Lux really does have like that inner, that unwavering confidence that's like so strong that like even the comments won't like tear, like she won't read them and be like, wow, people were actually rooting like against me. Good for her for like just standing her ground and like just standing in that, like so deep rooted. And excellent job to her parents for raising her that way. Good for you. When you guys are, you know, old and gray, and when you have to move on away from, like, you've raised an amazing person that no matter what she does in her life, she's going to be the best at it. And even if she's not, she's gonna believe that she's the best at it. That was the strongest part of all of these TikTok lunches for me, was Lux's, for sure.
That was beautifully said, Lawrence. I love that.
Yeah, thank you. You did that. That was good. That was a good point. All right. So TikTok lunches conclude, and we make our way to do some choreography. I forget the gentleman's name. Do you guys remember?
Miguel, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't Big Buff dude. What's his name?
I think it's Miguel. I don't know his last name though.
Okay, Miguel is fine though. I'm not gonna lie. Miguel is fine.
Thank you.
The queens head to the music video set to learn the choreography for the Blame It on the Edit video. Michelle Visage is there to watch and direct them. Mistress is having trouble learning the choreography and hitting the steps. She says her costume is too restrictive with all the movements. And while Sasha, Kobe, and Lux hit all their steps, impressing the other queens and choreographer. Michelle then drops a bomb and tells the queens they have to jump into recording the video right after learning the choreography. Any standouts, any thoughts on the choreography? And Mistress struggling, Sasha excelling, and Lux excelling, Anitra not being able to pick up on choreography. Any thoughts?
Lux was eating the girls up, followed by Sasha. Also, Lux's alien look was super cute. Like, I know it was simple, but like something about that was like very relatable. Like, I don't know, a baby kid as an alien. It makes sense in my head. But I loved it. It was so good. Sasha looked hot as fuck. And yeah, as far as Mistress's edit, like, that's my girl. So I'm rooting for her. I guess they needed someone to look bad, but it wasn't terrible. I don't know. I feel like in the final episodes, there's not much to like look at and talk about. Like, I feel like certain things are just put in because they have to fill the time. But I'm also like, choices. Because did y'all notice we also didn't see them record their verses? So like, why didn't y'all show us that? Were there certain things that didn't go well in recording that would affect the storytelling? Like, did y'all think about that?
It probably would have been. I mean, the verses were so quick, but. Maybe it was better TV to show the girls struggling. Like, where are the girls struggling the most? Let's show that. Yeah, Lawrence, your thoughts on the choreography scene?
Echoing everything that Eric said, Lux definitely was the best for me. Sasha, she did really well also. Although I do want to say that I think that a lot of people were more enamored by the way that she looked as opposed to like how she performed. And I feel like Sasha kind of gets that a lot. Not like too much. Like, I'm not saying that she's like a bad performer. Like, she's been killing the season, obviously. But I think that like her aesthetic really helps her a lot. Almost kind of like blindly helps her, right? She's the only one that got the wow, she's really hot. Am I a lesbian? Like, everything is always about like Sasha's looks. Like, you put that in there for a reason, almost in a way to kind of deter the audience from like that she wasn't the best, because you're gonna award her the win. So you want the other queens to almost kind of fawn over her. So you kind of like put those things in there. Whatever. I'm blaming it on the edit. I also don't like the fact that like I really don't like that they're learning choreography and then they're expected to just go into recording it. I get that it's a competition show, a contest rather, and I understand that there's like an entertainment factor, right? Because at the end of the day, it is a reality competition show, a reality TV show, right? There has to be some form of entertainment, and unfortunately, in our culture, watching people struggle is a form of entertainment for us, right? But if these are your top 4, why make any of them look bad? Why not give them a solid 24 hours to just get it down packed? I just don't understand what the purpose of that is. To learn, like, I love Mama Ru down, but RuPaul, can you do that? Like, Michelle, can you do that? Like, who can learn just a choreography unless you're not a choreographer or like a dancer, or you don't have that rhythm in your body to just pick up on something. We're not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, yay, drag queen. We're talking about like actual moves. So I'm just like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. With that being said, it was entertaining to see Mistress struggle. And I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that.
With that being said, I think she's a fat cunt, based on what you're saying. Yeah. I didn't lost my train of thought now. So with the, I think that. So first of all, Lux looks very good. I echo that. Sasha looked great. I wanted to see a different hair on Sasha, but then it grew on me. That light color hair, I thought that was kind of hot. Yeah. Sure, the aesthetic. I still think Sasha is like a phenomenal performer, but and I think even with the last episode when we had a top 5, they were nitpicking. It was kind of hard to find something wrong with the queens, and I feel like we've been doing that for the past couple of episodes now. So to the point about like making the queens look bad, I just think they just need something that makes sense in the end for whoever they want to win. And the judging has been kind of like lately. And then RuPaul does say, I keep doing this, that I know how hard it is to be in this competition. No, you don't. Do you? Do you? I was like, what? And then it was interesting to see, I don't know. It's just crazy how I guess like pumping through the bars and shit like that is so like there's a technique behind choreography, so maybe I shouldn't just be too surprised, but I can see why people are surprised that Anitra couldn't really pick up on it as quickly, but she can pump and vote the house down, boots, vote duck walk, so yeah, they do call it the Olympics of drag for a reason, because they do have to film the video shoot right after it. So Anitra and Lux are the first to record. Anitra forgot her steps, and you can see the worry on her face. Lux loses a nail. Everyone searches for it, but it's in her garment. Sasha and Mistress records next. Mistress has a hard time with her steps, and she's getting too much in her head. Sasha is nailing every step, impressing everyone. It's given, you're a champion, greatest of them all. So that was the Blame It on the Edit music video shoot. The next day, we make our way to the workroom for Elimination Day, and the queens enter the workroom for the last day. Oh my gosh. The last day in the workroom. The queens get ready in the mirrors. Mistress acknowledges her dancing wasn't that good, and the queens talk about their first impressions of each other, which is cute. The queens talk about their favorite moments, and they acknowledge that Lux was involved in a lot of the controversies and drama. Heaven Gate, 40-inch gate. I wanted to ask you guys, is Lux or Mistress or Lucy the drama?
All three have contributed.
Yeah, all three of them are the drama.
Lux really wasn't the drama the entire season. It's crazy. All right, we are making our way to the main stage, and the judges are Rupaul, Michelle Visage, and Ross Matthews. Can we get a look at Mother Ru really quickly?
Yeah. Un momento.
Yes, mama. Okay. She looks good.
AF.
That looks so good.
AF.
Looks good. That dress.
They all look great, actually. Ross looks great too.
Yeah, Ross looks good. His style is evolving. I like that. Okay. All right. And I believe next, right after they came on stage, was the runways was immediately next? I feel like they watched. Yeah. No, I feel like the runway was right after, because they were in their garments. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's take it to the runway. Runway. And first up, the category is Drag Excellence. The first we have here is Anitra. Let's start with you, Eric.
I think that this is beautifully made. Shout outs to Anitra for executing it. Mm-hmm. I do have some criticisms of it. The theme that goes from like lower knee to ankle or above, whatever. I don't like seeing that transition. If she could have found a way to make that like a mermaid tail that just like really swept around her, kind of like the one she made with the crystals down the back, or if she did like this like long train with it, because just the way it was cut, I know she was going to strip out of it, but that wasn't even the tearaway part. The tearaway part was higher than where the seam was, so it was just like, why was that seam there to begin with?
Facts.
So that's my criticism of it, but like the beating was beautiful. She looked amazing. I don't know the reference, but I feel like I've seen it somewhere. It gave me very like anime. So yeah, she looked gorgeous.
Did you say anime?
She did. She gave me anime.
Yeah. Okay. Lawrence, your thoughts on Anitra?
It's a shoot. Like, I don't know why she waited this long to enter the drag competition, but it's great to see her from episode 1. She looks absolutely amazing. The makeup is top tier. The hair is just, it looks like a chandelier that's like on top of her head, like super, super duper gorgeous. And it was great to see Anitra like smile while she was walking down the runway. None of that hard stomping down the like she was doing drag. It was just really great to see. Like I saw every detail of just like the work, the elaborated shoulders. I absolutely adore stuff like that. She was cinched properly. She looked really stellar. She looked really, 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 really good.
Okay, your first shoot for Anitra. We love it. Wow.
The dress she made would have been a shoot for me also.
The crystal.
Mm-hmm.
My ducklings. I love this queen. I love this dress. I love this look. I love this color. This is like a velvet blue. I love it. Eric, honestly, I didn't even see the seam. I see what you're talking about now, like looking into the picture, but I was like, I didn't even notice it. I'm just like, damn. Just when I was about to give him my... Actually, I wasn't going to give anybody a shoot this week, surprisingly, and this is the top 4. But yeah, I didn't notice that. And this isn't even my good glasses. Okay. She looks amazing. I love this hair. This intergalactic Earth to Pluto, or whatever RuPaul said. Hair is just fucking stunning. Do you guys know how they get that hair to stay like that?
I have no idea.
That is so cool. That's like some sculpture shit. That shit is fire. I love this blue again. The beading is phenomenal. The makeup looks great. I feel like we don't talk about Anitra's makeup enough. I feel like it's always so stellar.
It's always the same. That's why she doesn't change her makeup ever. Actually,
but it is damn good.
It always looks good. But Lawrence is absolutely right. That's why we don't talk about it.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything like crazy out of the box. Oh well, she has her little signature. But that's cute. It's a very, 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 very strong toot for me. I love it. Up next,
wait, before we move on, please, I just want to like ask like a brief question. If memory serves me correctly, last week you shot Mistress's makeover look.
I did.
And then this one is a strong toot. Can you just elaborate briefly on where your algorithm?
I can't believe you were serious about that.
I sure will. So I think Mistress really excelled in that challenge. She literally, I love Mistress's drag. Like she's just big girl, the house down boots. And she literally turned her teacher into a mini mistress to me. And while it was a drag, I just think considering the challenge, considering like the garments and like painting her the same way, we all know like Mistress paints down. I just feel like it was just job well done. She knew the assignment and she excelled. So that's why I shot it. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy. This is my winner. Like I am very happy to see Anitra do something different. I've been wanting something different. I've been critical as well of her looks on the runway. This is very nice. This is like this. I feel like I still want it more. I feel like I still want more. I didn't feel like that last week with Mistress. I felt like she did the job. Right. But don't get me wrong, Anitra looks sick.
This looks like Trinity the Tuck's I'm crowning look. Now that I
Oh,
think
you're
about it.
right.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
That's
Mhm.
what I thought of when I first saw it as well.
It's giving me kind of Sonic the Hedgehog hair, or something from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, who's next? I think we have Mistress Isabelle Brooks. Honestly, she better work. I'll go really quickly and say that I think she looks great. The beating, I'm obsessed with the beating. Like, even this full circle from her first, like, who is she look? I guess that was the first runway. And she had the beating of the red and the cowgirl chaps look. And I just love beating. And when it weighs like 60 pounds, like she said, I just love that type of drag. Mistress got money. I don't know what Mistress is spending, baby. Because I know that has to be expensive. But she looks good. The cheetah short. I feel like I've seen this hair on Mistress a couple of times already.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like
I thought it was new.
Really?
I was like, finally, something different. Yeah, it wasn't like the big blonde shits. It's an updo. I feel like I haven't seen Mistress in an updo before. Eureka used to be really infamous for like doing those add-on, like it was like a bulbous hair and then like an add-on at the top. And it gave me very much that. So it kind of gave me deja vu, but I don't recall Mistress doing too many updos. It's always been like a hair.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know where I saw it then, but she looks good. It's a 2. Lawrence.
Yeah, it's definitely a very strong 2. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the dress. I love the beaded fringe. It just looks good. I love that color is just caramelly, like, and it could have been so easy to like drown her out, but there's just some like that contrast of the black hair too. I think like added to it. Had she done blonde hair, I probably wouldn't have liked this nearly as much. So I'm glad that she juxtaposed the colors like that. What I will say is that the makeup, there was something about the makeup to me that just didn't go with the dress. Like maybe maybe just like a little easier, like maybe more like nude color tones or like neutral tones to just kind of like give it like a little more solid cohesion. I don't know. This felt disconnected from this, like someone placed her head or something like on the dress, but she was selling it. She knew she looked gorgeous, and that she did.
Yeah.
The fringes were just, they were working overtime. Like the rent was due. They were just
Okay.
Very good.
Good. All right. That shit was fire. That is a drag queen, mama. Yes. And proportionizing too. That body is cinched. Eric.
Great point about the makeup, Lawrence. I didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right. This is a shoot for me. She looks excellent. I love this. She looks so damn good. Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? She looks so good. That's it.
Shoot? It's a shoot?
Absolutely. I love it.
Is that my mic? Whose mic is that?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. There's like a static.
I'm not too sure.
Okay. Moving on, who do we have next? Sasha Kobe. Eric, this is your winner. Kind of my alternative winner. Go ahead.
It's a shoot. She looks excellent. She looks excellent. Radiant, regal, royal, all the expensive terms. Okay, like it's everything. Prince Diana and all them other rich bitches. Like Sasha is so evolved. And like, I hate that in the early part of the competition, I kind of slept on her because I was like, the name is so high that like, how can you live up to such a high expectation? But she is the standard. Like, she's excellent. She's excellent. I am such a Sasha Kobe fan, and this look is just like spectacular. Spectacular. She deserves to win this season. They all do, but she's going to win this season. That's it.
Quick note, I think they're filming the finale tonight.
Ah. How do we find tickets to these things?
T.S. Madison was actually promoting it recently. That might be. Oh, there's no name. Lawrence, let's cut to you. Your thoughts on Sasha?
It's a very, very strong 2. The neck up, I think, is absolutely a shoot. Just the hair in and of itself, I was just like gay gasping. Okay. Just the details of like the makeup and the hair was just like really gorgeous. The dress is also really gorgeous, but it doesn't say like eleganza to me. It doesn't. Again, anytime like these.
Was it the length?
I think it was the length and also the fit. A little something more like tiny in the middle, and then when you have like a wraparound situation like that, that tells me like that feels more casual to me. But I love the details on the dress. Shout outs to the camera people for like catching certain angles because they really amplify what these dresses would look like that we wouldn't be able to see. But there was something. Is it me?
I'm not too sure. It could also be me, but I'm like, I don't. No, I'm not on headphones. I'm just using my phone.
Finish your thought, Lawrence.
Oh, okay. I heard it even when I went on mute. That's why. So I don't know. But yeah, Sasha, she looks absolutely beautiful. Anytime that I see eleganza looks, I always try to think in my mind, if RuPaul was putting a crown on your head right now, would this dress complement that crown? And for me, the answer is no here. It's a gorgeous dress, but for some reason, I feel like I've seen Sasha in things that actually look better throughout like the season, or maybe just my taste. Maybe it's just not my taste. But it's definitely a strong 2. Sasha has been really, really stellar. That neck thing still lives in my mind rent free. Like that's something that I will forever do. Yeah, she looks great.
Yes, I think Sasha looks phenomenal. It is a strong 2 for me. I do feel like I've seen this something similar.
I actually think it's
but the makeup and that hair, is beautiful. The makeup, the hair, the crystals, the gown, it's just so beautiful. It's just so exquisite. She just knows what she's doing. And I know this probably took her some time. She is a pageant girl through and through. I could really tell. She just owns it on the runway. The body is there. She just looks so good. Oh, and here I go again. Somebody else was talking about how good she looks, right? But she does just own it. She really commands the stage. This is a really good look. Up next, we have Luxe Noir London. I'll start. I think she looks gorgeous. She looks beautiful. Now, this is a look that, crown it on the spot, RuPaul. But I was distracted. I was distracted. I was disappointed. I cannot even stop zooming in. that hairline was not that wig line is the 5th queen in this competition. It walked on the runway and said, "Hi, Derek." I was gagged that she went on Joe Biden's internet and cable services with that wig. I couldn't stop. I couldn't even pay attention to the dress. The dress is beautiful. It's nice, beautiful gowns. I think it's really nice. She look. Other than that, she looks great. I love the hair. But that line, mama, that wig line, it is a 2. I'll give her a 2, though, a baby 2. Eric.
Their hairline was distracting. She looked excellent. Also, I think that there is a code that needs to be cracked because Robin Fierce did the same thing with her intro look with the braids, and you saw like the plastic, and something about that needs to be like played with to figure out how to make it look more natural. But aside from the hairline, she looks spectacular. She looks excellent, and that's just one of those grooming tips she'll gain as she continues. But like very solid. I could see her getting a crown. It was beautiful.
When she came out, I said, Simone. Yeah. I love it. This hair is everything. I just love this black ass hair. I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. Lawrence.
Yeah, the hairline was bad. The dress is beautiful. I love like her wearing white. I love seeing her in a dress too. I don't feel like I've had that moment from Lux'S almost the entire season. No, I don't remember Lux'S ever wearing a dress.
It's been long stuff like capes and capes and shit like that.
Maybe like embellishments to outfits, but never like an actual gown. Like the closest thing to a dress that she wore was like that latex nude illusion for like the comedy challenge.
Oh my god,
that was it. That's all I can like kind of remember. I don't remember Lux'S even like ever really wearing like gowns.
Even
and
the
stuff
Beyonce
like
one.
Well, that's not a gown.
What was her Beyonce look?
You said a dress, huh?
What was her
dress? That's not a dress. Is that a dress? That's more like
so.
a costume to me. Like it's just like a costume, not like
like Tina Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it is a dress. I don't know. But I mean, nonetheless, she looks like really, really, really good. I don't want to say like grooming tips because she's gotten it right every other time. Like this was just wrong. This was like a rush order from like AliExpress, and like she just had to, because no other hair would have made sense, right? But I said the same thing. Simone Ye. I was like, wow, Lux'S is very smart. She pays attention. She's clearly a fan of the show. She's seen previous seasons. She's picking up on certain cues, certain things. She's adding her Lux'S flair onto it, and then voila. No wonder why she's so confident about everything. She knows what's coming up. And I think it was in the pit stop that they said the more kind of controversy that like you're in, or like the more kind of sound bites that you have, the more the attention is on you. And Lux'S is really just kind of prepping for like what her potential future could be, right? Like if she doesn't win this season, it's not over for you. Like you're 22, you're already like far ahead of like so many other people. So it wouldn't surprise me to see her on All Stars 9. Like that would not surprise me at all. Like she's been pretty excellent. It is a toot. It probably would have been a shoot for me had the wig situation been laid down. Because I can see so many, especially Black queens, wearing this. So many of them I can see wearing something like this and looking gorgeous doing it.
I agree.
To your point earlier, crowded on the spot type of look, or the wig fucks it up?
assuming that the wig was like together, it would absolutely be a crowning on the spot type of look to me. It's what you expect out of an eleganza. It's a gown. It's a white gown. There's not much that you can really say to it. I like that it wasn't overly embellished either. It was a nice breakup for like my eyes as well. Like there was some embellishments, but it wasn't like crystallized. And I think a lot of people think like when you think eleganza, you do think crystals or you do think rhinestones or you think like flashy, flashy, flashy. And this is a perfect example that it doesn't actually have to be that way. It could just be like some embroidery and then you just kind of keep it moving. It was good. It would have been really nice to see Lux'S sell it a little differently, like just soft, like just soften it a little bit. I was still kind of getting like I'm the young hot bitch and I'm gonna like kind of storm through Lux's, like just I don't know, but it was really good. It was really, really good. Good for her.
Well, that concludes our runway looks. I want to Sasha our way into the Blame It on the Edit music video premiere and see if you guys had any standouts. Faves.
Lux'S, different people for different things. Lux'S had the best verse in my opinion. Sasha was the best aesthetically, I want to say, at least in terms of like that alien shit she pulled. That's out the park. And then I just love Mistress. I felt like Mistress did a good job. The choreography wasn't there, but like her camera presence is felt. So yeah, they all had different things for me, but definitely Lux'S was my favorite overall.
Lux'S looked really good. Lawrence, what about you?
Lux'S was my favorite.
Oh, really? Did you guys notice that they auto-tuned her voice to actually sound like what she sounds like before Drag Race? I was like, or maybe Lux'S just has a very unique and distinct recording voice. She sounded a little different.
She has a very unique voice speaking, so it wouldn't surprise me if she had a unique voice singing as well. Lux'S always sounds like she's whining. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she sounded like that while she's singing also.
I figured we've heard like Sasha has a pretty like deeper voice, or raspy, I should say. It's a little bit more raspier. Anitra, I thought the lyrics, all of the lyrics were just fine. Mistress, I remember Mistress's. I heard Mistress first. I was like, that up. But I thought.
Say that last part again. I'm sorry.
I was saying that Mistress. I remember listening to Mistress's voice. I mean, verse, and saying she ate that up. Yeah.
Are y'all hearing all of that?
Yeah, we are. I think the fourth panelist is here.
It's
I don't know
Irene.
what's happening.
It's Irene the alien just coming through the the airwaves.
Please save the season, Irene. Come through, please.
Oh,
save the season.
The Snap, Crackle, and Papa.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Cereal did used to snap, crackle, and pop. Wow, what a time. So after that, the judges give their critiques. And yeah, they give their critiques. But before we move on to who was safe, who won, we have a very essential part of the which I'm not, it was in here. I'm not seeing this in here anymore. I gave you guys editors access.
You're not seeing what?
I didn't change anything.
I remember the baby photo speech.
Oh, nobody cares. Like, they would all tell themselves to be happy. Like, we know that. What's the next part?
No, because this is very important. It's
really not that
It
important.
really is. So I want to hear from you. I want to know, Lawrence, what would you say?
What in the world is going on here?
What would you say to 4-year-old Lawrence?
Wait, how do you know that I was 4?
You were?
No, I don't know.
But anyway, I'm ready to hear it.
I would probably say, come through and slay.
Come through. Work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Eric is like, I'm just waiting. Eric, what would you say to 3-year-old?
Oh, that is so cute. Look at your face. Look at his face. Look at his cheeks.
Oh my God. I would say that I love you so much and that Gemma is a fat cunt.
Yes. You've got it, kiddo. You are anointed. You are anointed.
What was that? What was that? Wait, can we just briefly? What was RuPaul doing? I'm like, RuPaul, has it really been 22 years sober, or are you cheating on your diet? Because what was that? You are anointed. I'm like, anointed? What show am I watching? Is this Bishop T.D. Jakes? Like, what's going on here? None of these people are anointed. Mistress was literally just cursing people out, bullying them in the workroom. Like, Lux'S is overly confident. That's not anointed. Anitra's a crybaby. And Sasha Kobe is just like, I'm famous at night. Like, there's no anointing here. And Michelle, don't even get us started on that.
Jesus.
A standout for me in the baby photos with the queens was Lex was like, what would you say to little Daniel or whatever his name was? First of all, you're fierce. Like, you are amazing. You're a superstar. And honestly, RuPaul can never. That's what I got from Lux. It was so confident. I was like, I love that. I love what Sasha was like. First of all, woman.
Okay.
I was like, period. Yeah. Okay. So the judges get their critique, and we make our way to the end of the show with Safe being Lux's Noir London, and the episode's winner is Sasha Kobe. Do you guys agree? Wow, just say no. Just say no at this point.
You didn't call on anyone to talk. I was just waiting.
Go ahead, girl.
I guess I would have said that Lux'S could have got it, just by personal preference. Mm-hmm. Love Sasha's still gonna win, but I would have gave this to Lux'S.
Yeah. Lawrence, thoughts? Make it quick.
It's a rant. I absolutely did not agree with. I did not agree with it. Not that it was like far out. Pardon the pun. Not that it was like far out for her to win, right? Because she was great, but she wasn't the best. Lux'S actually was the best, and it's so interesting that they edited Lux'S like sleeping. Right? And then Mistress coming into the confessional saying like, girl, she's so confident, but you never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, bitch, neither do you. I ended up right in the bottom. Lux'S was that confident, and the edit actually supported that. If that's not a winner, I don't really know what is, because in previous seasons, they would have ripped that person to shreds. That's number one. Number two, last season and this season, I think were the only 2 seasons to actually have a win for a Rumix episode. Production riggery, I would have to say, I think so. Why all of a sudden do you have a win? That's very, very strange to me. That is so strange to me. So that way you can have Sasha having 4, Anitra having 3, Lux'S having 2, and Mistress having 1. So you got that cleared out of the way, right? But wouldn't it have been more dynamic? Because up until this point, the queens think that there's only 3 moving onto the final. They would have all had 3 wins. That would have been more dynamic had you given the win to Lux'S. That way we would have went into it saying like, oh yeah, like Sasha's going to win, but there's always that little man in the back of your mind that's like, is she going to win? Because now like you have to like kind of fight with yourself, which is what everyone lives for. We all live for like a moment of like, wait, actually, I really don't know. Like this could. It just feels so obvious. Like, why are you guys doing this? And then to have robbed Mistress of potential wins that she should have won throughout the season, at least one other one I feel like I can't think of right now, that I remember like, oh yeah, Mistress could have actually taken that. Or Lux should have actually had that. Or Sasha shouldn't have had that one, but she should have had this one instead. And then rushing Anitra at the end when you could have like given her a win somewhere between episodes 1 and 12. It just seems so like forced. Like we're gonna have this no matter what, and you guys are just gonna deal. And it just makes it so sad of like an edit to me. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? I don't know. It's just weird. But to answer your question, no, Lux should have gotten the win.
You said it was a rant.
To answer your question, yes, I think Sugar should have went home first. Okay. You spoke your mind. Tell her how it is, Lawrence. We love it. Eric, I forgot the question. Oh, what was the question? Do you believe that Lux? Let me just say something, Lawrence. What about if it was 3-3 to? Oh, but Mistress sucked this episode.
Right.
Yeah.
So everyone was anticipating Mistress going home, and then she's also kind of the villain of the season. So even I was just like, okay, if they really follow through with this, only 3 are making it to the finale, she kind of has to leave. I don't see how anyone else would have been viable to leave, especially since you made Lux safe. You can't put Sasha in the bottom, and Anitra's already a fan favorite. Mistress has had her shit revoked 4 times. Like, she kind of can't win. So that's why I was like, you might as well have just kind of made it 3-3-3. And if you were really going to snipe someone out, it would have to be Mistress. Sadly, but it would have to be her. Otherwise, nothing would make sense. And it would have just felt like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. It's giving Sasha Kobe's Drag Race at this point.
Yeah.
Eric.
I believe I went first in saying that I felt Lux.
Oh, Derek. No, I don't agree. Well, actually, technically, she did do the best. It could have been either Lux or Sasha for me. But I just don't think that anybody should have won. This was an episode that really just didn't need a winner, and it just didn't even probably need to happen. I knew it was coming because the past seasons between them doing the music video. Was there a music video for season 12?
Yes, there was. Lucky. She's so lucky.
That's
so
13.
lucky.
13.
Oh, that's 13. What was 12? Yes, it was. It was that at home. It was with Jada, Gigi, and no, they only did the like their own little music video stuff for their finale.
Yeah.
Their Zoom finale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess it made sense. I was really hoping that this would be Mistress's episode, honestly, but it wasn't. All right, so the bottom 2 is Anitra and Mistress Isabelle. Let me tell you something, Rupaul. Check this out. You did not have to put my bitch in the bottom. First of all, not my winner. Not my winner. The fuck? Why'd you do that to my girl? Was y'all not pissed? Was y'all not pissed? Was y'all not a little very bad? Like
No.
putting my girl, like this was obviously, but you know what? Last season, around this time, when we had Willow Pill and Angeria doing telephone before they both got to stay, there was no elimination episode. Anitra's giving Willow Pill. I'm just saying, it's giving credit.
Well, Anitra is a performer, and Willow Pill is not. So I wouldn't even put them on this. I mean, that was one of the worst.
Make a witch queen. What you say?
What?
No.
That's what you said?
What did I say? What did you say?
Oh my God.
Not this.
What did he say, Eric? I didn't even hear him. What did you say, Derek?
I cannot believe you. The nastiness. You know what? Ross Matthews?
Well, listen, if it was something nasty that was being said, I probably did say it, so I'll own that. I don't even know what was said, but I probably did say something like that. Sorry, Willow.
I love Willow, and I was rooting for her. Anyway.
Why would it... Eric, I mean, come on, are you kidding?
Did y'all hear all of that?
Yes, sweetie.
I think it's because I got a phone call. Oh my God. Hold on. Be right back.
It's totally fine. You know what?
Why wouldn't, you know what? I just feel like this could have actually been a top 2 episode. Why not have Sasha and Lux lip sync? That would have actually been like the last of the like fierce dance contenders like performing against each other. That would have held everything together.
I agree.
Why give out like a win? Just give out like a $10,000, grand prize or something like that, or lip sync for the win. Yeah. Like, you guys want this win? That will put literally Lux and Sasha like, and then if Lux actually won the lip sync, what was the song? When Love Takes Over.
When Love Takes Over. The lip sync song was David Guetta featuring Kelly Rowland. When Love
It's Guetta.
Guetta.
It's not Guetta. I mean, that's so stupid. Like, why would you say that?
6 letters and 2 vowels. What did you think of the lip sync, Lawrence? Did you live where you're living?
No, I wasn't.
Me either. It was okay. Was it worth the first and only double Shantae of the season? Lawrence, I'll start with you.
They literally could have both went home based on that lip sync. That was fucking... For the first time in season 15 history, no one's going home. Like, sweetie, that's not exciting. That's number 1. Because I can think of 2 people that actually deserve to go home. And their names rhyme with Anitra and Mistress Isabelle Brooks.
You are
and based on that lip sync, unfortunately, I was right. They really could have both just double sashayed away. But if it was a double Shantae, fine. But that's how we're capping off the season. You really couldn't have given it to Marsha. Marsha wouldn't have probably survived till the end. Let's be honest. Like, if this were the looks that you were serving all season, you would have been sniped out at some point. But honestly, you could have given the double Shantae. And there was 5 non-elimination episodes left. Well, like, why are you switching up now? Like, what is this? There was 5 non-elimination
listen, MTV, the big wigs at MTV are cutting the checks, and they said, RuPaul, listen here, RuPaul, you're going to have to cut these girls every week. And that's what she said. She said, I made a promise to myself that I was going to cut a girl every week. And RuPaul is not a liar. She stood to her word, and she did that up until now. So I feel like what she should have did was, Lux, you are safe. No, excuse me. Mistress Isabelle Brooks, you are... Actually, it could have been Anitra. Anitra could have been safe.
Anitra could have just and then build up that anxiety. I see where you're going.
Anitra, you are safe. Mistress Isabelle Brooks, you are safe. And then have Sasha and Lux looking like, what the fuck? We were fierce.
Right.
Congratulations. You both are the winners of this week's challenge.
That would have even been good too. Both winners of the challenge. I would have stood 10 toes down. I would have died on that hill. Like, okay, I can see that. Neither one of them, honestly, were just like superb in the challenge. Neither one was. But Lux, she showed out. This is just what she does. And I'm like, if you're looking for the future of drag, why not give the girl the win? It just makes no sense to give it to Sasha.
Well, because Anitra is the future of drag. And if you really think about I'm joking. Lux is the future of drag. I mean, come on now.
Well, she kind of has to be. She's 22.
Yeah, right.
Like, Raja can't be the future of drag.
Anitra is Anitra's up next. I just can't see Anitra or Sasha going to All Stars. It's just not, especially Sasha.
You said Anitra or Sasha going to All Stars?
I
could see Sasha going to All Stars with Carrie.
Hell fuck no. Hell no. The Sasha Kobe going for a second chance.
See, we really have to stop doing that.
No,
we have to stop doing these. All of the, first of all,
competing
against Sasha
Kobe. Spice, not Sasha.
No. The fact that these girls are actually holding their own against Sasha Kobe, they're solidifying their own names like as well. And I get that Sasha came in with like something, but so did Carrie Colby, and that didn't hold much weight. Like you still have to perform. Vivacious came in having her own weight, still had to perform. Aquaria, she definitely performed. Like some of them like really did turn out, and then some of them they really didn't turn out. So for Sasha, it really could have went. And some of her wins were questionable, Derek. Like it was like, you guys are pushing it. You're pushing it. Like no. And it's not like fair.
I keep saying this, but is it giving Cheddar Gorgeous Danny Beard?
Cheddar Gorgeous should have won that season. But I mean, whatever. Or a double crowning, because I'm not even gonna say Danny Beard didn't fucking.
Because they were tied. They were tied.
They both have.
I don't think any of them ever were bottom.
No. Black Pepper was the. Oh my god, they threw that bitch. She was like, Black Pepper, you know where to go. Like, you already know. Like, just go to the bottom. Although Danny Beard is funny, and the name of the game is making RuPaul laugh. This is part of the reason why I don't think that Anitra is going to win. She's just not funny. She's like a sad puppy.
RuPaul loves the walking of the duck. All right, so making our way to the end. We are at the end. No one goes home.
No, we're not. Because we have not.
Mama looks good. Mama looks good.
Irene, the fucking aliens, Eleganza. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Irene did that. She is. Bring her for All Stars 9 immediately. And there will not be a Serena Cha-Cha situation where she's the first to go home on both seasons. No, she is going to excel at All Stars.
Serena didn't go home first on her season.
She didn't?
She went home second. She sent home Magnolia Crawford first. Was it Magnolia Crawford? No, it was. Yeah, was it Magnolia Crawford? Season 5, it was.
I swear she was the first to go home on both seasons.
No, it wasn't Magnolia Crawford. No. But Serena was the second. She lip sang twice because I remember the. I have to look this up because now it's gonna bother me. Hold on.
And you know what? Bring her back with Crystal Method. Oh,
with Crystal Method.
Crystal Method versus
Irene, it was
baby.
It was penetration.
There doesn't count. That does not count.
Penetration. That is so stupid. Remember when she was walking down the runway and she just had her hand like this and she was swerving and walking? But yeah, to answer your question, Irene definitely should have won the season or should win the season.
Well,
she looks really. Derek, that was a single worst mistake of the season. Is getting
it was the first mistake of the season.
Like, this is a robbery. Every fucking look, like, for her, I didn't notice this, but for the ball look, she did like the disco balls, and she was untucked.
Who?
Irene. She was untucked.
How do you know that she was untucked?
She wrote it, and you can see it. I know you know an untuck when you see one, Derek.
I've been around the world and not yeah.
Say yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't. What was the ball look? I don't.
It was this look. It was this one. Oh wait, hold on.
Rupaul would have sent her home just for that. I'm glad she didn't do it.
No, but if you're doing a ball look, that makes sense.
Do not
to be untucked. Look.
Oh my gosh! Shut up.
She was untucked. Up. I would have lived.
It's not on her page.
That. It is on her. I'm literally on her page. Irene the alien.
When was the freaking ball?
It was supposed to be the ball, the challenge that they did, the ball challenge. Like the it was for that challenge. And it was a second look, so she had her start your engines look, and then she had her ball look, and then she had her the look that she.
It's gonna bug me if I don't find it. Damn, it was okay. It had to be before. Oh, here we go. I'm so mad she did. RuPaul would have sent her the fuck home for even playing in her face like that. Untucked on the main stage. Nothing.
It's smart. If you're doing disco balls, let them hang.
But it's a
disco balls. Hang.
All right. So.
You'll never know.
Better be. Okay. So, Lawrence, the final question. In the words of RuPaul, I want to hear from you. Are you team Anitra? Are you team Sasha? Are you team Lux'S London? Are you team Mistress Isabelle Brooks? Or are you team Kelly Mantle? Sound off.
So I have been consistent from day one. I am team Irene the Alien Dubois.
Yes.
She is absolutely a stunning queen. She's from Seattle, the land of Femme de la Creme, Jinx Monsoon. There was another one, right? Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
Bosco. And I mean, what a season. What a robbery. And then not being able to see Princess Poppy for just one more week. What a robbery. Robin Fierce feeling like a fever dream. What a robbery. Jax just not even existing in my mind anymore. Like, this whole season is crazy. Spice being sent home on a challenge that she was actually
did really good.
Did really well. What
about Amethyst? You guys just say fuck Amethyst. All right.
Well, she did that second lip sync against Princess Poppy. That was a highlight.
Amethyst looks good on Instagram. I go to her Instagram. She looks great.
I'm glad that she has a follower. I do have a question for you guys, though. By the way, my answer to that question is Lux'S London. She's She's my winner. If Sasha wins, it's very deserved. It's just very anticlimactic for me. Mistress, again, she kind of can't win, but I'm glad that she's keeping like that Texan drag alive, like that old Hollywood drag aesthetic alive. I love that. And Anitra, she's also really good too. I can actually see Anitra coming back and killing an All-Stars season. I can see that. I don't know if it's her time, but maybe later. But I do have a question. I have two questions. The first question is, what was your favorite look of the entire season that you saw on the runway? It can't be like a challenge look.
We need more time, Lawrence. We need more time. I can't remember.
Yeah, a lot.
Favorite look on the runway. Derek, what say you?
I really like the bottle cap look from RuPaul. Sickening, no?
It was gorgeous. That was your favorite? And not of the queens?
Wait, so like just fuck the queens? Like, and the bottle cap look?
Listen, I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. I travel all the way across the pond for this. I don't. What sticks out to me? It's so simple, and I feel so bad for even like saying this, but Lux'S fat pants look, zebra pants.
That wasn't simple.
That was fire. That was
not simple. That was effort.
I freaking love Sasha Kobe's jean, rip her to shreds look. Yeah. Baby, when I hang up with this call and I go in my closet and I have that same, I'm wearing that to go do whatever the fuck I need to do today.
Okay.
I will wear that today. So honestly, of all the looks, I will probably wear the rip her to shreds look by Sasha Kobe. Honestly, that's so me.
Eric?
For me, it's Lux'S. That zebra print, purple satin situation was like, that was the outfit. That is the outfit.
Yep. Before you stop, close your horses, Lawrence. We'll get to you.
I'm gonna go with Lux'S look that she actually made in the workroom as well, Eric. So I'm echoing everything that you just said.
I feel like we also forgot about this, and I don't appreciate how you guys just forgot about that.
That was my second actual like favorite.
That was fire.
Was her tie-dye.
Baby!
Tie-dye.
That was the look.
Oh my god.
That look is it.
The mug, mama.
Disgustingly gorgeous.
Mama, the mug.
It's everything.
The baby. Updo. It was just so unapologetically black. Oh, the wink. Oh. Come on. And people keep, Lux just needs more time to bake. She just needs more time to, baby, she's ready for this crown. I don't care what anybody says. Lux is the moment. The moment.
Honestly, I'm like, and you know what? Lawrence, you brought this up earlier. The Lux's comments on RuPaul's Drag Race Team Lux photo, nasty. And which is why
I saw.
Yeah, and I think that was to your point of like, what else is she supposed to be? Like, because it was all like confidence, bring it down some. Like, I hated that. I hated to see that in her comments. I really just hated to see that.
Because I could sew like that and make looks like that, my fucking stock goes through the roof. You really think I'm gonna be sitting here like some lame old seamstress, like, oh, honey, I'll sew. I'm like, bitch, get away from me. I'm making money. Fuck out of here. Like, if I could whip this shit up in 2 days, child, please get out of here.
Let's say worried about it. And you know, I feel like every season they look at these posts and be like, who has the most likes? Who has the most comments? I feel they do. Mistress Isabelle Brooks, 59,000 likes. Lux Noir London, 47,000 likes. Sasha Kobe, 143,000 likes. Team Anitra, 146,000 likes.
Anitra's not gonna win. Just give it up. But that's good because that makes her a little bit more tangible for you to date, right? Because she'll still be local, and you can still like go and see her like on Saturdays and such, doing the same thing that she.
I am single. From what I understand, Anitra is single, and I'll be at DragCon, and I'm gonna have to,
I'm sure she'll be over by the condiments, just waiting for you.
No.
So make sure that you let her know.
No. I might bring roses. Yeah. So that's fine.
Don't try to take shots at Shea Coulee just because I said Anitra's not gonna win. That's not cool.
All right, you guys, got a jizz. Thank you so much for tuning in to the RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15 review show. This was episode 14. Thank you so much, Lawrence. Eric, we will do a show for the reunion. No,
yeah.
Let's talk about this.
Oh, you want to?
I mean, depending on what it gives.
Probably nothing. The reunions never give anything.
I don't know.
The last good reunion was All Stars 2. That was the last good reunion. And even that, Fifi was absent. And the artist formerly known as Fifi, Jeremy.
Okay.
Jeremy Carey was absent from that. And Jeremy was the drama. So,
I noticed that you respect Jeremy for calling Jeremy by Jeremy and not Fifi O'Hare anymore, but you still insist on calling Tyra when she told your black ass to stop calling her Tyra.
I actually called Tyra King Tyra. I guess that's her new drag persona. But I'm just so in love with Tyra Sanchez. I really am. Season 2 was just so amazing.
It was amazing.
So
I was watching Star Bootylicious the other day, like that challenge that they did when they were strippers for Cherry Pie gift certificates.
Oh.
A gem.
It was competing for Hamburger Mary's?
No.
Or is that a different season?
Different season. This is season 2, episode 2, Star Bootylicious, and they are hustling Cherry Pie gift certificates and then dancing in the club to Tranny Chaser by Rupaul. And Mystique took the biggest jump off that pole into a split. And Ru got.
Mystique was a mistake. No, that was a read that Valentina gave to Latrice. Do you remember that? Also for the reading challenge.
Yes,
she said Ru Mystique was a mistake, and Latrice was like, "That's funny."
That was so good.
Alrighty, well, I have to go eat.
Love you guys.
Bye, Eric. Stay on. I need to talk to you about something very, very